Hello and welcome to Just Do It, a Dewey Brothers podcast. This week, Eric, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break. Eric and I were on vacation.
Yeah, a well-needed yearly break.
Exactly, some R&R. We just got some other stuff going on, and so we invited our guests on this week. Eric, do you know where they're going to be from?
I believe they're hailing straight from Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, that's right. It is Alex-San and Eric-Kun. So they're gonna
Mushi.
Yeah, they're going to take over starting, I think, right about now.
Oh, thank you very much, Alex-san.
Yes,
Eric-kun.
It is Alex-san. How are you doing, Eric-kun?
I am doing well. I am
Okay, we need to stop. All right, Eric. As much as I love talking in my deep Japanese and horrible accent, I am actually a huge weeb, and I am Alex-san, and I'm here to talk about my favorite of all the animes, probably the best anime, Eric, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
We're not talking a normal adventure, stroll down the park, go see Grandpa down at the store and buy some eggs and milk. No. We're talking bizarre adventure. We're talking journey across like the desert and whatnot for 40 days to save your mother. Whole lot of shit.
Oh, it probably happens. To be fair, full disclosure, I am only somewhere in Stardust Crusaders. There are 4 different series, and
there's 5.
No, there's 4, and there's 7 seasons in 4 series.
No,
because there's Phantom Blood.
That's part 1.
Part 1 of season 1. Part 2 of season 2 is Battle Tendencies. Battle Tendency.
Part 2 of season 1.
Part 1 of season 2 of season. The seasons are all messed up, dude.
No, I know. I'm saying, but there's a total of a lot of parts. I mean, there's like, I think 5 parts with animes.
Well, there's 4 parts, and there's
no. I'm telling you, there's 5 parts, dude.
6 seasons. Yeah. You're forgetting one. Season. You know which part you're forgetting?
Which one?
There's Stardust Crusaders, which is the first 24 episodes where they travel to Egypt, and then there's the second part of Stardust Crusaders Battle in Egypt, which is the next 24 episodes. Then it's Diamond is Unbreakable, and then it's Golden Wind.
Okay. Okay. Wait, so there's I did not know there's a part 3 part 3 and a part 3.5.
Correct.
Very interesting.
But it follows the entire Joestar family, and has a lot of vampires in it, except they're weird Japanese vampires.
I heard that the Joestars are wacky, quite bizarre, and they have a neat little birthmark. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, as a matter of fact, Eric, you're right. All the Joestars do have a birthmark. It is a life-size replica of a. I'm just kidding. It's a star. They all have a star on their back shoulder, which is the mark of any Joestar body from any point in time, and this may become relevant.
Well, I gotta say, it's definitely a little zany. I mean, you named them Joestars, then you put a star on their Joe, because everyone knows that upper shoulder region is obviously called the Joe.
Yeah, it is. It's where the Joe muscles live. I'm sure Jonah can get in there and tell us more about that.
See, I bet Joe definitely knows about the Joe muscles, although he probably learned it from Joe Mama.
Ayo! Anyway, yeah, it's great. Phantom Blood starts out in like Victorian England or something, and then by Battle Tendencies, it's already World War II.
I do love me some World War II with German science.
Yeah, and then in Stardust Crusaders, they're almost to I think it's like the 80s or something, or maybe it's the
Sounds about
60s.
right.
I'm sure by the second
No,
half
it's
of Stardust
probably
Crusaders,
80s.
it's the 80s. I haven't gotten to Diamond is Unbreakable. I couldn't tell you about that, but I'm pretty sure that they've moved on from Jotaro to another Joestar at that point. And the
Oh
number of
yeah, I think his
episodes just
name changed.
continues. There's 39 in both of the last two, so I got a lot of watching to do.
I mean, that's what happens when you're part 3.5 is really it's slow
It's a
ride.
it's a slow burn, Eric. You could almost say it's a sort of a muda 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 action.
Oh, you Alex-San.
Oh yeah, of
You're
course.
so quirky and into the animes.
Oh yeah. So Eric-Kun, what's your favorite anime?
Well, it's funny that we're doing this little filler arc of Just Do It podcast because I'm gonna talk about a anime that's consistently all fillers. None other than Naruto. So you got
Nani?
Naruto. Nani? Naruto?
You, Naruto? Oh my goodness.
So made popular by the Naruto running meme where everyone knows you put your arms behind you to go
Hmm.
faster. Um this anime is actually one of the most popular across all of everywhere. I believe they call that the world. And it's about our main man Naruto Uzumaki, and he's a ninja. So this is Ninja Land. Everyone's got it's either you have ninja skills or you don't, and if you don't, well, no one wants to watch you cook some shrimp. So
Gotcha. Shrimp cooking.
can you imagine if
How
that
exciting.
what was that movie that Eric and Alex were working on with the Shrimp-a-tooie or something?
Oh yeah, Scampy, the shrimp
Oh
movie.
yeah, Scampy. So everyone knows, wouldn't that just be better if instead of a shrimp cooking, it was a shrimp doing ninja things?
I believe the shrimp are in a ninja academy in the Japanese cut of the movie.
Oh, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Naruto. It's about our main boy Naruto. He's running, and he's Naruto running. It's not normal running, and he's hopping. He's hopping between trees. He's throwing his little kunai, which are for all our abroad people, those little throwing knives that ninjas
Hmm.
use.
Oh, of course.
And
And did Naruto go to ninja school, or is he just innately ninja powered up?
so he actually has. I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil. I can't. I won't do that. But he's a loser. No one likes him. So this is a true underdog story. All he wants to do is become cool and popular, and he wants to become the president of his village, or as they call it, the Hokage. So my
Ooh.
man, he's like, I want to be Hokage, but everyone's like, screw you, Naruto. You can't do anything because he's not good at school. He's not very strong or gifted anywhere, and everyone like makes fun of him because he's a weirdo. But what they don't realize is he's an orphaned weirdo. So he's
Obviously.
down. He is down bad, and when I say that, I mean, oh, he's at the bottom of the bottom. No one wants to be his friend. He's wacky. No one's there to support
But
him.
he can run really fast, and that's what counts.
Yeah, it's true. He's got his own patented running style.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Join him as he runs away from all of his problems. It runs faster than all of his problems in order to solve them.
the problems are coming, but he's running. So
Yeah.
this the story is all about just how Naruto becomes an athlete, and because obviously you can't be a good ninja because you can't follow your dreams, kids. Never do that. Just stick at what you're naturally good at, which is running. So this
Or
uh
in the case
this
of
is
in the case of Jonathan Joestar, hormone energy.
hmm But so remember, kids out there, only do what you're good at and don't branch out. That's no way to live. So instead, you got to you just start running, and this is the Japanese retelling of Prefontaine. That's basically all that Naruto is.
All right, now that we've covered two separate retellings of Journey to the West, which is, by the way, every anime, including but not limited to Pokemon.
Ooh.
That part I made up. There is no Sun Wukong in Pokemon. Eric-Kun, unfortunately.
Oh, it's okay, Alex-San. How about we go get some ramen?
Ooh, what is your favorite expression before we go get our ramen cups? We can get this painted on our ramen cups, as is traditional. What is your favorite expression from Naruto? And then I'll share my favorite expression from JoJo.
Okay, so I've been this one takes a little bit, and I believe it is actually the English dub because I don't speak Japanese fluently, despite being
Mm-hmm.
from Japan, of course, as Eric-Kun would be.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine is, "Hey, what are you doing, pervy sage?" Because for some reason there's an abundance of perverts in the village, and Naruto's got to call them out.
Ooh, mine is definitely whatever anyone says in response to being surprised, which is "Nani?"
Nani? That's good. I think I've
Especially
dabbled in the
because
JoJo.
in
I think
in battle
my
tendencies,
favorite
I think it's Jotaro is always outthinking everybody.
no, Alex, I believe no,
Oh, it's Joseph and
that's
then Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan is
No,
always
it's Joseph.
outthinking
It's
everybody,
Joseph.
and
No, Joseph
and
is the second one.
oh, Joseph's the second one. I don't even remember their names.
Yeah.
But the second one, Joseph, he's always outthinking everybody, and so when they got outthunk, just like how I already knew what you were gonna say, Eric, which is why the next thing he's gonna say is, "Oh my goodness, how did you already know what I was thinking?"
How did you know?
Nani? That's the perfect time to use that phrase.
It's the perfect.
Yeah, and if you live in a Naruto village and you have an excess of perverts, what phrase should you do you want to teach the people listening to the podcast, Eric?
What are you doing, pervy sage?
Oh,
It's a weird show.
fantastic!
It's a really
That really
weird
is.
show.
They're
Those
both really weird.
Japanese the Japanese really love spicing up their Prefontaine origin stories.
All right, Eric. I think we got to move on to what is your favorite Japanese game show gimmick? Can you think of something that belongs in a Japanese game show? And if it isn't one, there will be a Japanese game show about this.
So I was watching some Japanese game shows last night actually, and my favorite one came on called Watermelon Deku Smashy Deku Badu Fiji. So that's where a watermelon falls mysteriously out of this like way high in the rafters. There's like a little goblin man throwing the watermelon down randomly.
Yeah,
And all
he's the
contestants,
watermelon Deku.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
all the contestants just run around trying to avoid getting hit by watermelon falling on them, and the last person standing wins. But they aren't normal. They all have these big bubble suits on, so they keep bouncing and rolling around.
Oh, dude, yeah, that show is great. My favorite Japanese game show is called Paper Folders. And
Ooh.
what happens is you have to get and stamp these documents that keep coming in on a sushi conveyor belt, and you have to stamp them with the correct stamp and then hand them to your secretary. And if you don't do it fast enough, then what happens is a big fan in front of the secretary turns on and blows her skirt up. It's wild.
Oh, and then when does the oversized baby run in?
Oh, it's not an oversized baby, Eric. What happens is oversized people dressed up as office supplies run in and throw that
Oh, that's
respective
it.
office supplies at you because you made your secretary shameful.
Of course.
Yeah, it's your
Wow.
standard, paper folders
That sounds
Japanese game
quite
show.
Japanese.
Is it worse that I can see both of the studios these are in?
No, I actually have a very clear picture.
or that or that we just made them up. I don't know. All right, Eric. But Eric-Kun, but let's wrap this podcast up. And before we
Yes,
go to thank our sponsors, which
Alex-san.
which we always have to. I have to ask you, of the 32 Godzilla movies, which one is your favorite?
I gotta say the one where Godzilla actually befriends a female Godzilla, and it's a love story. I believe it's called Lizards in Love: Summer of Godzilla. Um,
Oh, that's one of the
and it's
American films.
yeah, it's a
Or it's
little newer,
Godzilla
but
the
it is a
Planet
romp.
Eater. 50/50.
So it's a really lovely summer tale where Godzilla he's busy out attacking some city, probably San Francisco or Tokyo or another one.
Mm.
Um, and
You're right,
then
Eric. That I remember. The twist is that the other Godzilla is actually Mecha Godzilla, because you're thinking of the 1993 movie Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 2, where they go out for that lovely date.
oh yeah, I mean, although I'm pretty sure mine is was the working title.
Ah, of
Godzilla versus
course.
female Godzilla, Lizards in Love. Um, so, where was I? Yeah, I think it started like Godzilla comes out of the water and then he turns. He's right as he's about to attack. He sees a beautiful set of eyes, but she's taking a cab somewhere. So
Oh,
he
I got
doesn't
you.
actually meet her, but he goes back to his home or something and just wonders like, man, where was that beautiful female Godzilla and where was she
Mhm.
going? So it's the first half of the movie, like, he sees her, thinks he tries to, find how he can meet her again, and then just by coincidence, they meet up at the ramen shop, and they hit it off. They exchange information, and it's crazy. And then in the third act, the train rolls through, and he breaks his toenail, and that's a big thing. And he thinks that she caused it because some jealous ex-boyfriend of the female Godzilla was behind it out the whole time. Yeah, great
Ooh,
movie.
and this spoilers, but my favorite part of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, the working title, of course, was Godzilla versus Female Godzilla, Lizards in Love. My favorite part is how in the fourth act, the jealous ex-boyfriend, because now they're a couple, comes back
Yep.
and kills the female Godzilla, but that's when Godzilla realizes it was Mechagodzilla the whole time.
Dude, that
And they
I
rebuild
know.
Mechagodzilla back up because Godzilla, in order to mend his broken heart, because she's not actually dead. Her just outward female Godzilla form gets ripped off by the train, but it's okay because Godzilla loves what's underneath.
That's true. Godzilla's a wow.
Now,
This is a beautiful like replace the Godzillas with people, and we got a summer blockbuster, Alex.
oh, or at least a Hallmark movie.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Now,
I bet Netflix would love it.
Eric-Kun, I am you know Alex-San, and he's a simple man. My favorite Godzilla movie is the one with Mothra in it. That's right, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack. Definitely,
I think that's the one where they sit down and play poker, right?
yeah, all out attack is a reference to a poker move. Is so I've
Yeah,
been told.
I think that's the one where they all go to Monte Carlo and hit it big in the casino, playing roulette first, and then they go head to head in the annual high stakes poker tournament.
Oh, right. And then I remember now, Mothra activates Godzilla's trap card,
Oh,
but
that's right.
because Mothra can then puts all of his creatures in all out attack mode in order to finish
Yeah.
off the poker match.
However, Godzilla reveals that he had the king of beers, leaving him with 5 kings, and he
Oh,
wins the
of
poker
course. Right. And the Don's lucky left foot.
match. You're right.
Wow, Eric-Kun, I think we should finish off this podcast by thanking all of our Japanese brand sponsors. And I want to thank.
Oh no.
I'm not even. I'm not even gonna go look up homegrown hops in Japanese, and I'm just gonna say homogrown hops. In order to brew the best beer, make sure you get Samurai Homogrown hops.
And that's right, we're brought to you by Big Sake. It's like Big Rosé, but in Japan.
Oh boy. This podcast is brought to you by the Millennium Era from 1999 to 2004, when all 5 of the best Godzilla movies came out. The Millennium Era.
And we couldn't have done it without your local Maruchan ramen. That's right, get your ramen. I added the Maruchan, but I don't know if we're allowed to say that. We're definitely not actually sponsored by them.
This podcast is officially brought to you by the game shows, Paper Folders, and Watermelon Gojru Attack. Get them now in Japanese pay-per-view.
That's all I got. I don't want to keep going.
All right, and with that, Eric-Kun and Alex-San, this has been a Just Do It interim podcast, and I think we know how to end this one, Eric.
Orimasu or something. What?
Oh, go for it.
I don't know.
Oh, to be continued. And I'll splice. Yeah, I'll splice in the JoJo's music.
Domo arigato, lizard female Godzilla-san.
Oh, we had too much fun on this one.
Dude, this one was bad. I don't know if anyone's gonna want to listen to
Oh
this.
god, dude, no one's going to want to listen to this garbage.